children. So we are talking about electricity lesson. Last day we discussed about what is that? How the electrical energy will be converted into heat energy, and I gave few important questions regarding series and parallel connection. Then about the circuit, and I hope you completed your worksheet also. What I gave yesterday, mostly few diagrams I gave you and few blanks. And today our topic is in our houses. Parallel connection we discussed. Then in our houses some lights we are using. Which type of lights we have to use? Is it the lights which are in the bulb form or which are in tube light form? Which one we have to use? In which way? What is our purpose? What we will think in our house when we are in bedroom and in hall a fan is rotating. Immediately what our father and mother will do? They will nicely scold for us. Stupid, you are in that room, why you are wasting here current? Why the fan is rotating? Can't you switch off? When you are not in that particular room, they will ask us to switch off the fan and light. Why? To save the electricity. If you are not ready to save, recently few days back we heard many people cried in news that we got 3,000 bill, we got 5,000 bill, we got 10,000 bill. Like a commercial means you have to understand the current bill to the shops and for home domestic purpose it will be totally different. For us it will be less in cost. For commercial purpose they will have more in cost. That anyway further in the front of the lesson I'll explain for you. So here what is happening means now in our house what they will tell? So please reduce the usage of electricity, save the current they will tell. Is it correct or not? So how can we save the current? If I off the fan and if I off the light, I can save the current. In that way I can, that is one of the process. In which room I am there, in that particular room only I should on the light, I should on the fan. So that is one method. What is the second method? Which type of bulbs we have to? We know that the bulbs will come in from 0 watts to 100 watts. 0 watts to 100 watts means 0 watts, 15 watts, then what is that, 40 watts, 60 watts and 100 watts. Like this we will have different types of bulbs. If we are using these all different types of bulbs means what will happen means the usage of electricity will be more. Usage of electricity will be more. So what we have to do? So the people thought, so if we are using these bulbs, the what is that? The price of the current, the voltage is increasing. So what they did means they went with the tube lights. They went with the tube lights. If instead of bulbs, if we are using tube lights, we can save the electricity. Instead of bulbs, if you are before means in bathrooms, outside, wherever we see in olden days, mostly the people used bulbs. Okay, so what will happen because of that bulb? The current will be more. Okay, the electricity will be more. So what we have to do? We are using tube lights to reduce that one. Nowadays, again, number of scientists are increasing. Okay, that time Thomas Alva Edison, he did lot of research and he invented the bulb. Now what happened means, now the people stopped using this particular bulbs and they stopped using this tube lights. What they are using? They are using LED or compact fluorescent lamps. Compact fluorescent, CFL. The short form of this one is CFL. Means you can see that the bulb will be very small. It will have 2 tube lights or 3 will be present to that one. Very short. In bulb socket itself, we can connect that one. Than tube light, than the bulbs, this will be very, very less. How we are getting them in this form and how they will be in 5 watts, 7 watts, 9 watts, like this. See here 100 watts, 15 watts, 40, 60. Here how we are getting 5, 7, 9. Compact. What is that? Compact fluorescent lamps. What is the short form? He will ask for us in example, expand CFL. Expand CFL means compact fluorescent lamp. So, to save the electricity, two things you can use. One, you can go with the tube lights, or the second thing you can go with the compact fluorescent lamps. Did you understand? And the next one is what we have to see. Last day I told for you, high voltage and low voltage. At when the electricity power increases, when it is a high voltage, suddenly it comes, as I said for you, in our house, TV, refrigerators, grinders, mixies, which are running at that particular time, all will be doomed, spoiled. Again we have to buy the new one. So what we are doing at that particular time, when the high voltage comes, the fuse, do you know the fuse? It will be in the form of a plug. It will be in the, ask for your parents, what is a fuse? So, when high voltage comes, without spoiling these instruments in the house, that wire what is present, it will be cut. The wire what is present in that one, it will be cut. What is that wire which is present in that one is copper wire. Copper wire will be present. You can see the fuse plug will be very big, but the small thread is controlling our whole house. Our whole house current is controlled by a small wire. What will happen to that copper wire means, when high voltage comes, that copper wire breaks into two pieces. When the copper wire breaks into two pieces, total current will be off. Again, what we have to do means, we have to go there off the main. The very important thing is never touch the electrical appliances without wearing chappals, okay, and without offing the main. If you did not off the main, what will happen? Immediately you will get the shock. So you have to off the main. Now take out the fuse. When you take out the fuse, you can see that, see here the diagram which is given in the textbook. The fuse is this much, but a small wire was present here. Very thin wire was present. So this wire will cut into two pieces. You have to remove the screws and take out that wire. Even if father was little bit experienced, no need to call for electrician. He himself, what we have to do in our houses, electrical wires will be there, no? That wire plastic coating we will take, and this copper wire we will cut, and this we will bend and connect to this screw, and take this fuse and connect there and on the main. Means you don't try this one. What will happen, I told. It is very simple, teacher told, no. When the current goes, I will off the main, take the fuse, check it, and I only will keep the wire. If you do, tomorrow the incidents will be different, that I can't say. So, just how they will do, I am telling. Please, don't try to do this all nonsense. But try to understand what is the matter there. A small copper wire, you will connect to that one, and you will just, and on the main, immediately all the lights what are present in our house, all the electrical appliances will function. That is the work of the fuse. What the fuse is doing? It is controlling the voltage, high and low voltage. When the high voltage comes, the fuse will break. As I said for you here, now the light, instead of bulb, we use tube light. Instead of tube light, we are using compact fluorescent light. Now what happened, you know, the latest technology, the fuse, instead of fuse, now we got MCB. Okay. MCA kaadu, MCB. Okay. What is that? Miniature. And you will think middle class abbai anukuntaru. Not that one. This is miniature circuit breaker. Sorry. Miniature circuit breaker. Okay. So, MCB, he will ask, expand MCB, miniature circuit breaker. Here, what is this miniature circuit breaker means? Here, before I told now these all things in olden days, if high voltage comes, the fuse will cut off, they will remove the fuse, again tie the copper wire. So after that, this people got bored up with this. So what they did means, they invented this MCB. What will happen with this MCB means, when they are using this MCB, when high voltage comes, automatically the switches, automatic system is there for this one. No need, no person should go and off the switch and on the switch. When high voltage comes, automatically the switches will be offed, and when the when it comes to normal, it automatically works. So here in this miniature circuit breaker, we no need to always check the fuse and again connect the fuse and all. What happened? The technology was developed before keypad phone. Now what we are going? We are going with the touch. That more 3G, 4G, 5G. How we are improving? Even in electricity also we started improving. Means from fuse to MCB. What will happen when low voltage comes also? Automatically it will set right. When high voltage comes also, this MCB will set right. Is it necessary? Or fuse is better or this one is better? I think the latest technology MCB is the best one. Automatically it will, and the main thing is because of this one, all the appliances in our house will be safe. If high voltage comes also, it automatically will go on. So we won't have any headache with this one. So this is a better one. Did you understand? Now the very important thing is, we talked about compact fluorescent lamps, tube lights, bulbs, then we talked about fuse, then next we discussed about MCB. These all, when you are trying to purchase this in the market, you have to see the government ISI mark. We know that in the society, original and duplicate. Each and everything, even people also. Tomorrow like me, a person can come. Like you, another person can come. These are the things happening now. Where technology developed. So, what is happening? Duplicate fuse may come, duplicate bulbs may come, duplicate miniature circuits may come. So, please, when you are buying the electrical appliances, you have to check the ISI mark. The government symbol will be present on that one. If that mark is there, for duplicate items you cannot find the ISI mark. The stamp will not be there. So you have to check whether this is from the government or not. If not, a duplicate means the government one is 500, the duplicate one is coming for 300. Aha, we can save 200 rupees. If you go and buy the duplicate one, you will be in risk. In which way you will be risk means totally you are, it is a threat to your life itself. Not only your life, the people who are in your house also. So better go with the government aided, means government mark was there, with that you have to go. Did you understand that? Here, today we discussed about the tube light and the compact fluorescent light. MCB, this answer is very, very important. These days, miniature circuit breaker is increasingly being used in places of fuse. There are switches with automatically turns off when current in a circuit exceeds the safe limit, and it automatically offs and on. And what can be disadvantage of MCB? Is there any disadvantage with that one? We don't have anything like that, and we have to see the ISMR. Then electricity in our home. How we are going to see the watts, how many watts are present, how we are calculating the electric bill. Okay, these all we are going to see tomorrow. Thank you.